Hi guys, this video is going to be the continuation of Giphy app which I have created earlier. I have shared the video link below if you haven't watched that video. So here I'm going to add one more API which is the code API from kanye.rest API. So every time I click the next button, we are going to get a new Giphy image as well as a new code. So let's get started. I'm going to start by creating a variable for our code API, just like we did for Giphy. So I'm just going to copy the use state and write code and set code. And this is going to be an empty value for now. Let's look at the kanye.rest API. So as you see here, this is the API URL that we are going to use. When we click on the link, it's giving us the codes. When you refresh it, we will get another new code. Also, when you look at the link down below, you'll see that this gives us into a text format. So we are going to use this format in our API call. Let's get back in our code. Now inside the fetch data, we need to define two URLs separately, Giphy URL and code URL. So let's do it. First, I'm going to delete the result and make it into Giphy Giphy URL. And I'm going to delete this Axios await. Then underneath, I'm going to define code URL. And I'm going to hook the value, hook this API link with the text. There we go. Now let's call our API URL using the axios.get function. So const get Giphy URL. And we're gonna use the same function for get code URL axios.get code URL. Save it. And now I'm gonna console log the code URL to see how we are fetching the data. And for now, to avoid the problem here, I'm going to comment out the set Giphy function. And let's go in our app. All right, so we see that there is an object which is being returned. So if we go further, we will see that yes, this is the data that we are going to fetch in our code API. All right, so let's get back in the code. Now let's combine the Axios call together for both the APIs. So let's start by writing axios.all, and then let's put the API call in an array. Let's say get Giphy URL and then get code URL. Then Axios dot spread. We are going to use a spread operator, which is 3 dots. And let's do all data and a fat arrow function. And then we are going to set our Giphy, which I'm going to call it up uncommented, and set Giphy into. Before we set the Giphy, let's console log the all data that we are getting. All right, save it and see in our console. I'm gonna uncomment this one. All right, so let's refresh. Okay, you see here that we are getting an array of data. Index 0 contains our Giphy API, and index 1 contains our kanye.rest API. All right, so let's fetch it here. Inside here, let's uncomment our set Giphy function. I'm going to remove the result from set Giphy and add in the all data. And if you remember, that was in our first array, so it index 0. And I'm going to do the same for our code, set code. So I'm going to copy it here and set code. It was an index 1 and it was just the data. All right, save it. Now one more thing, we need to define the code variable, which we will do it in this line. I'll delete that and add in the code and save it. And let's see in our browser. All right, so let's hit next. Okay, now we are getting the Giphy as well as the codes. All right, so this looks good to me. So now we have completed combining two APIs together. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching.